What's the other thing I'm missing?
I don't know. What is it?
I will find out.
I have gone live. I have made the tweet. I am logging in. I am waiting for the code.
You have to restart the game.
That is, I believe, what I'm missing.
Okay, launching the game.
Or is it? No, I don't think it is. No, it isn't. Let's see.
I don't understand. It doesn't give me the option to put in an invite code anymore.
Weird.
Yeah, that did it to me yesterday. You had to I have to restart the game sometimes when it does that.
Hello.
Already restarted the game.
Yeah. Oh.
Hi, Jonas.
It's Jonas.
It is.
Hey,
Our one and only bonus. Oh shoot, I didn't see that the code was there.
eventually, our Jonas will return.
I thought you were having trouble with something, you know, that pertained to the game.
Nope. I just literally didn't see that it was there.
Good job.
Good job. Everybody's dead now.
Hello, children. Enjoy hanging out with the fish.
Third time's the charm, I guess.
Who we got tonight?
We got you, babe.
It's true.
You have me for the duration.
We got you, baby.
Oh, sweet. Talk Canadian to me.
Ah, Jonas, this is why you were missed.
Pouvez-vous ne parler français?
Oh.
Let's see. Something Canadian.
Roasted hazelnuts. I do not.
Just say A and sorry a lot.
Just
Oh, actually, I'm done. I was going to say, hey, Bub, listen to me. I'm from Canada. You're my buddy. So listen up, Bub. You're great.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I don't know, GC. Those are pretty strong words.
They are. They're Canadian words.
That's true.
Them's
the strongest
Canadian
word of
words.
all. All right, let's see.
So one of y'all needs the roasted hazelnuts recipe
Hey,
still.
If that doesn't convince you enough, Jonas, I'll just pick a random fight with someone here.
Dang.
Yes,
Well, I mean,
Serious.
everybody make sure you look at the television for Queen of Sauce.
Yes.
I did.
Queen of Sauce.
I already have it.
So Stoker, in the event that a random Canadian gets into a fight here, remember,
already
it's a
have it.
nice fight.
JC.
Okay.
I'm guessing GC probably doesn't have most of the recipes.
I'm checking now.
Stoker, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I honestly thought I had other recipes. Let me check it out.
Where's the
Was it-
aquarium you want these in?
Oh hell.
Oh, I haven't got them.
I think my aquariums might be a little full, but I do still want them. Let me
I
get
did
some
not have
stuff out of here.
I did not have roasted hazelnuts. I'm shocked.
All right, just put them all in that aquarium for now.
You're an aquarium for now.
I am. Thank you for noticing. My children are just running around like wild. They're like dogs without
I thought
horses.
this was something completely different, Shane.
It should be all 5.
Oh, whoops. Glorious.
I've forgotten how to Twitch.
You've forgotten how to Twitch, Jonas.
Wait, there we go. Okay.
You should never forget how to Twitch.
Hello.
Yeah, that's how
Arky.
everybody gets to know us.
Stoker, apparently you have a fan in chat.
I do. Who's in chat? Ah,
Oh, I forgot to take a look.
a Charky.
Oh,
Have we met somewhere before? A Charky? A Karky? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, a car key.
Have no fear, my dear.
Listen.
The world-class science team at Joja headquarters have determined that Joja Blue does not cause significant erosion of the stomach lining.
God.
Does not cause a significant erosion.
Forgive me if we have met somewhere before and I'm just being extremely forgetful. Of course, it's also possible that I may have known you under a different name because a lot of people tend to change their names in this scene, whereas I have kept the same one for nigh on 20 years now.
It does seem to happen, doesn't it?
It does.
yep.
People change their personas too, and whereas mine has, I mean, he's evolved a little bit, but he's still basically the same guy he always was. He might have gotten a little bit hornier over the years, but
He's wearing clothes.
What was that?
did you have a moment where you were briefly possessed by Arnold Schwarzenegger there?
A little.
I'm Canadian, you idiot.
Oh, from
Is it
FA.
Java?
Okay, so you've seen the art that I have had vastly more talented people than me draw.
Yeah.
Someday,
that.
I still need to do a model sheet for you.
You do, but it's in your queue.
To do what?
A model
A
sheet.
model sheet, a full ref sheet for Soka.
Oh, you know, I've told myself I'm going to get one of those eventually, and then that's never happened.
You should do it.
To be fair, I always wanted to see GC with clothes.
Ref sheets take money.
That's true.
Well, you
And
can
or
get money
talent.
through stealing.
Okay, I should clarify that they're more expensive than a lot of other types of art.
Okay, let me see. What was the last thing that I was going to get from Krobus, the last recipe, the one he gives me when we become bestest best friends?
The dark sign at 3 hearts.
Dark Sign.
Isn't that the thing from Dark Souls?
No.
I don't know. It could be. I've never played Dark Souls.
Sadly, neither have I.
Oh, I love that.
Someday, though.
That wing of, okay, I have everything I need to make that. Tulip bulb, jazz seeds. Okay, these are probably all sold by what's his face? Pierre. That's his face.
Ancient fruit.
He remembered on his own.
I did. I'm growing up.
What is that thing? It looks like a blue pineapple.
There's
Blue
angel
Blue
fruit.
pineapple.
I don't trust ancient fruit.
Yeah, they look kind of weird.
Why does it look like a pineapple?
Are you being
Completely
ancient
smooth.
This is
fruitist?
a pineapple.
That is an actual pineapple.
Did you make an ancient fruit pineapple hybrid or something?
Oh,
No, no,
here on the island. Let's see.
I
Tulip
glanced at it.
bulb.
It seemed pineapple-esque to my brain.
Okay.
I always thought it was more like an apricot.
You're an apricot.
Jazz seeds.
I am not. I am a fruit, but definitely not an
Pumpkin
apricot.
seeds.
Colorado.
He said I'm a fruit.
Wait, what? Okay. Here's the pops and spangle seeds. There they are.
Spangle seeds?
You heard me.
Okay.
Let me get some
Is
more.
that how you make a Star Spangled Banner? Is with spangled seeds?
It is. Fairy seeds. You know what? This time, instead of just buying 10, I will buy 13. I think I've already given Krobus 2 gifts this week, but I will double check. Hello, my friend who lives in the sewer.
That sounds like the start of a Dr. Seuss rhyme. Hello, my friend who lives in the sewer.
Hello, my sir that lives with my
Mr.
friend.
Kind, give me a tour. Anyway,
Did you say?
I think that's just
GC,
called
did
the
you just
bowels,
say?
JC.
I was about to
Yes,
say,
he
did
did.
GC just say, "Hello, my sewer who lives in a friend"?
Yes.
Lives with a friend. No, lives with a friend.
Oh, lives
Oh,
with
no,
a friend.
that's
okay.
not your bowels, JC.
Oh, you said bowels. I heard vowels.
Joker, did you have a
Thanks.
vowel movement?
Yes, I did. I went on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh,
Well, anyway,
Folks,
Waggity schmaggity doo.
smaggity smaggity doo.
Yes, that's what I said.
I tried to add a little charm. Well, in my
All right.
a pufferfish.
Time to craft a little bit more fairy dust.
my new apartment has a hardwood floor and it's freaking freezing. So I ordered some moccasins. I don't know why I'm
Well.
telling you that, but whatever.
Oh,
How far are the moccasins from arriving?
I don't know. It says Saturday, which is, an eternity.
Have you gotten?
It's
Are you getting
2
like
days.
fur-lined ones?
Yeah.
Do they look like raccoon feet?
No, but God, I know people who do that. They just wear their fursuit feet when it gets cold. or,
I
they
mean,
just,
it's a good use for them.
or they just wear everything but the head when they get cold. It's like, sure, I can see that, sure.
See, that would be a little strange looking to me, like someone just wandering around an apartment with a full fursuit except for the head.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen it a bunch of times.
I know you have. You've had a lot of living experiences, Jonas.
That was kind of common in Silicon Valley. When I go to like a furry party, there'd be at least one person just hanging out with the head off.
Can you imagine how that sentence would sound devoid of this context?
Yeah, his head was off and was on the couch, and everyone was just laughing and pointing.
Okay, this also requires wood, 15 pieces, which is not exactly hard to get. I mean,
It used to be like this
without even trying.
There used to be this unofficial rule, like late 90s, early 2000s conventions, where fursuiters would never walk around with their heads off because it, ruins the magic. But
not the magic.
but that pretty much
They still have like the separate rooms for that kind of stuff, don't they?
That's true. There's a
The
heads
head-
off.
Yeah, I find it funny that you say it's an unwritten rule because I remember one of the rules for TFF is that's a written rule.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my bad.
Was it TFF that did that?
Freaking
There might have
Texas.
been others, but I remember seeing it in their like terms. They're like, you cannot take your head off unless you're in like a rest area because there's a lot of younger people at TFF and we kind of want to keep up the illusion for them.
I remember this was like a controversial thing when a con did it, and I didn't remember which con it was because people were like, you get dehydrated in these things. Sometimes you just gotta.
Okay. And
Mhm.
it's just funny because, we have to keep up the illusion that,
Yeah, if you're going to enforce that, you need like a fursuit lounge every 50 feet or so.
right?
I just realized that today is Vincent's birthday, and I had already given him 2 gifts this week, so that's
oof.
Oh, you're talking about something in the game.
yes. But hey,
No, we're
if you
just
have,
talking about our friend Vincent, Jonas.
Yeah, haven't you met Vincent yet?
I literally
Yeah, he's
don't
that
know
one
anybody
dude.
named Vincent.
He's the newest member of the Roo Crew.
God, I was telling Jonas about, and he apparently didn't see this. Did anybody else ever see that one episode of Pinky and the Brain where they added a third character named Larry?
Yes.
Wasn't it just
Yes.
one episode?
Don't.
Yeah, it was one. Because see, the network was pushing for them to have a third character in Pinky and the Brain, and they wanted to demonstrate what a terrible idea that was. So for one episode, they just threw in a third character named Larry, and he was designed to look and sound a little bit like Larry Fine from the Three Stooges, and they had Billy West doing his best Larry impression. And he just added nothing to it except constant awkward moments where the Brain was like having to address Pinky, and he's like, "And Larry." Like
Larry.
the same thing would happen with Pinky.
Larry, like, really obviously just took on the same role that Pinky did in several instances.
Except less interesting. And they had like this really forced introduction or this really forced change to the song where they're like, they're Pinky and the Brain and Larry. It was so passive aggressive in the funniest way possible. And yet they still forced them to do it anyway when they did Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain.
I was gonna say, according to this, Larry was basically a forerunner to Elmira being shoehorned into that, which is the most random thing, if you ask me.
Yeah,
on the company.
The showrunner. Well, I heard the showrunner just really liked Elmira for some reason.
Yeah,
it was entirely it was basically kind of forced on them by the network. The original showrunner resigned when he realized they were going to do it.
Okay.
And then it was just, for some reason there are some people who really did in the creative side of this who really did like Elmira. She just, it's hard to fathom why, but right, 5 bat wing.
Now you say all of this, and yet in the most recent iteration of Pinky and the Brain, they actually have added a third significant character, and they actually pull it off kind of well.
Yeah, but that's because Julia is a cute, Rule 34-able mouse girl. And don't think I haven't looked.
I mean, it's the 34th rule. Everyone's got to follow the rules.
you don't have to, but I just.
Also,
no, GC, you have to follow the rules, or else there are no rules at all.
Also, she makes a really great foil for Brain, which I believe they're setting her up as a potential new nemesis, a la Snowball from the original run. Only
she's a little bit more of a malicious character.
Snowball. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to have a third character, the actual third characters that appeared on the show would be a start for a basis for that.
Right.
Exactly.
I like the idea of
Who just joined?
I vaguely.
Did someone just join us?
Yes, it's Ray.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Ray. I couldn't hear you for some reason.
Sorry.
I can hear Ray
Very
just
quiet. I was saying I could barely remember Snowball at all. I had to go look up what he looked like.
Hang on, let me take a look. Pinky. I vaguely remember all this. Oh God, that's right. I remember.
Looking him up on the villains wiki. Occupation supervillain. Power skills, fighting skills. Hobby being evil and lying.
Those are my favorite hobbies.
Yeah. Now I want to
Crimes, attempted murder.
A little dark for, I don't know, cartoon murder.
A bunch of people tried to murder Brain.
Abuse, impersonation, theft, arson, aiding and abetting.
I love the villains wiki. I love really obsessively detailed. I love really obsessively detailed fan Wikipedia articles for things like this. Like when you look up the the DuckTales wiki and look for Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I think ProZD did a whole video on this. Looked up Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and it listed their alignment as good.
Oh, God. You ever stumble across an entry where it's like one paragraph is obviously done by like a 12-year-old, and it only goes to lowercase, and it's like it's like there was an episode where all these things happen, and then such and such, and it's just like, wow, dude.
I've come across some where it's obvious that the person who's writing the paragraph has a fetish for what they're talking about. Because it's always way too long and goes into way too much detail.
Oof.
Like, there's an actual Wikipedia article about a short cartoon from, like, I don't know, the 1930s or 40s or something like that, about a little pig character who has a nightmare about being forced to eat when he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you get to the synopsis of the article, and it just goes on and on and on with every detail of everything that happens in this.
Oh no!
Hilarious.
Do you remember these Animaniacs episode where Wacko, I think it was Wacko, had to go to the bathroom really bad and he couldn't find a toilet?
Yeah, everybody remembers that one.
That's like one of the best episodes.
I just remember. I don't remember the details. I just remember that the premise, and I think back. I think like that did it for somebody. I don't know who.
It absolutely did it for somebody. There is a name for it. There is a Japanese word for that specific fetish.
I love it. Of course there is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
Hi everyone, we're playing Stardew Valley.
I'm getting queasy. Can we stop?
One of my favorite.
Warner Brother bashing.
Oh, hey folks! Super Timmy D just subscribed to Tier 1.
Thank you,
Super Timmy D.
Thank you very much.
One of my favorite Animaniacs episodes is Clown and Out.
Oh, with the one with
the Jewish clown.
The one who sounds like Jerry Lewis.
God.
Yeah. Freund Levin.
Chubby little baby.
When the whippoorwills.
Is there someone else in the mine?
I'm in the Skull Caves.
That's why I meant to say the Skull Cave.
Did you get your treasure?
I did. It
was
was banned.
Crystallarium.
I just got dams.
He got memes?
Stairs down here, by the way.
There's not just stairs. There's a hole here.
Oh, well.
Okay, bye.
I did not pay attention. How far did you go?
7 levels.
Well, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
I have a seemingly random question for the more technologically inclined.
What's that? Not that
So,
I know the answer.
VTubing has become much more popular these days, like to the point that more people can do it.
Yeah.
What does it take? Not that I want to by any means. I have no social abilities. But what does it take in terms of, I guess, animation or whatever it is to be able to create these? It's not like a sprite. I don't even know what you call it. But
So you have your camera, you have your face, and then you have a program that handles tracking face capture points. Like there's certain points on your face that these algorithms actually watch for.
I guess I mean more about the specific, animated.
What software you would need to have?
Yeah, so you need a rig for that. That's generally what you're looking for.
It's like some version of Face Rig then.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think there's some competitors to Face Rig at this point.
Oh,
aren't there?
I'm sure there are. The ones I see just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, I would 100% enjoy doing that. I would do it
I wouldn't do it alone. I would never do it alone.
I would,
Uh,
you know what I'd do? I'd have like a Stoker model rigged up, and like I would do like
Jonas.
what? Oh, Jonas already sighing.
Actually, it was more of like a
Snoring.
snicker.
Go on.
So I would have a
Go
Stoker
on.
model rigged up, and I would probably do it like. Do you remember how we used to do the Spooky Stoker show, Jonas?
Yep.
I would do like streams of weird old public domain horror movies, and I would do like videos on the history of the genre. And it would just be a blast and a half. Good lord, how far down are you? I'm catching up.
44. There's
That's
another
the level I
like-
just arrived on.
I feel like I know people who do those kinds of avatars, but I couldn't name any off the top of my head.
I found
Did you find the
too long
stairs?
ago a VTuber that I really like. Yeah, they're at the bottom.
I'm not sure how it
So-
works for me because I wear glasses, and I've heard that glasses can interfere with the face tracking.
It can.
Contacts? Oh.
They can,
Yeah.
or they can aid in it. It depends on what your software is set up for. If you have glasses
there's,
that can have,
Gemstones up here in the top left, if you want them.
Yeah.
depending on what you want to do, you could actually use an IR tracker
stairs, too.
instead of a like camera tracker. And then if you have glasses with a reflective material, then it'll work better than just your face.
Oh, I do have that. I have the coding, so that might be interesting.
It's just interesting. The person that I found, they updated their. What do you call it? Just a rig? I guess just a rig.
Rig, model, avatar.
Model's good too, I guess. They updated their model recently, and it looks.
The otter guy.
Oh,
Otter?
somebody knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, Chester.
Chester, yeah.
I love Chester.
How it's more 3D
Oh,
now.
wait,
You
I
can
think I
use
know
those.
who you're talking about.
I'm Chris, but the character is Chester.
Yes, it like tilt his face up so you can see his little teeth.
Oh, that's adorable. I've
mean-
seen that guy.
Chester is adorable, and his
I would
new
use-
model is
Extra
so
fluffy.
good. Hole at the
There's
bottom here,
top-
Stoker.
oh, never mind.
Did you do it again?
Yes, because
15
I was saying,
levels.
I was saying
Sucks to suck.
stairs and hole at just. I went down the stairs as you said hole.
Yeah, well, 15 levels, you're not catching up.
I sure am not. It's already 10:40, but that's okay.
I
I'm
would-
having a good time by myself.
Joker finds a like 30 drop.
It was very reassuring to me because he had a lot of support from people when he came out with his new model today. So it was just like, I'm really glad that people kind of like us
Oh
can
my
find that kind of success.
What if they hated it? What if they just like got enraged with him? Like, no, this is wrong. It's not you.
For some people, it's kind
People who do that.
of it work.
You know
Jonas,
what?
why
Those
you gotta
people
be
are
so
good.
angry?
I don't know.
He's an angry boy.
I'm middle aged. It just happens.
Hey, I'm
We don't
middle-aged.
use that word around here, Jonas.
GC, you're not middle. You're still in your 30s. You're not middle aged yet.
I'm 37.
Okay, you're getting there, but you know you haven't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not middle-aged yet, but I'm getting there.
We're all getting there.
You kids get off our lawn.
Also, I live in Seattle. It's just normal here to be morose. And
Because it's raining there all the
Understandable.
time.
not the whole time, just 10 months out of the year.
And 30 days out of the month, 32 in February.
Right around June, the sun appears.
Hey, guess what? It's
Like-
February.
Also, I think virtual YouTubing is very popular in Japan. Well, that's because more of an identity thing.
It's not
Yeah.
just YouTube, though. I mean, it's any streaming service.
Yeah.
All the ones I'm aware of are on Twitch.
Japanese culture has always had a thing of like not being yourself in front of the camera. You always want to play a character. That's why idols are a big thing. That's why VTubers big thing is because they don't want to have their actual face
Apparently
out
the-
there.
The voice too, it seems like a lot of the time. With the...
You know, it's funny. Before V2 became a thing, I considered doing what I was describing with Stoker, but I would have like commissioned someone to make a Stoker Muppet. I still would commission someone to make a
you could still do that. I'd like to see that.
Give it a mouthful of shark teeth, like actual shark teeth, just like
You see puppets? No.
No, Stoker, you need the character to have the sharp yellow teeth, like from what the video we were talking about before the stream.
What video were we talking about before the stream?
We were talking about Wire.
Oh, right.
The clown.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
you need to have the teeth look like Big J.
That is
Big J's teeth.
such an aesthetic. I'm so into
Did I hear somebody say Big J?
Yeah.
Yes.
BJ.
There's Big J, Captain J, and Little J. They're all siblings.
Yeah, every
what
one
I
of
did
the
to the
clowns met
statue
his
of
name
Big
Jay.
J.
Don't forget Special J.
Oh, Stoker.
Capital J.
Always getting my references on that, which is so appreciated.
I wish you could get references that easily.
Trust me,
Don't let
I
your
don't
dreams be
get half
dreams.
the references y'all make on things, so.
Oh, good. I feel happy now.
Egg festival tomorrow.
Ah, yes.
Don't forget, Stoker, you need to purchase the Tubbo Flowers recipe when we're there.
Oh, that's
Is that at
okay.
the egg festival? I thought it was at the flower festival.
I'm
I thought it was
almost.
the flower dance.
I for some reason was my brain not working. It is
Ah,
definitely
welcome to my
the
world.
flower dance.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
flower dance.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely,
Sounds-
definitely.
Sounds of Resonance asks, will the Stoker Muppet have a jaw that opens at a tuning 90 degrees?
I mean, the real Stoker would need to be able to puppet that. So I guess that's the question, Stoker. Can you open your mouth at a 90-degree angle?
Yes, absolutely. Just ask Jonas. He's seen me.
Yeah, it's my thing. No,
I mean, couldn't you just program the
Oh
model
my.
to do that under a certain circumstance where you're just doing some kind of action not necessarily related to opening your mouth 90 degrees?
Yes, you could, but I was trying to make a joke out of it. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry,
you have a bunch
I
of favorite
don't know
recipes.
enough
Pull
to
your
take
chain.
things.
I'm pulling your chain. Please, I did not mean to make you upset. I'm sorry.
I am
Batwing.
easily trickable.
I used to kind of half seriously joke with Stoker about the idea of like a Stoker fish that's horrifying. Like just super Nosferatu kind of like H.R. Giger kind of, realistic
That's not
stuff.
how he
you were-
actually is.
You were joking about that?
Wow.
Extra eyes and
There we go.
tentacles.
That's the response I was hoping for. Here you go,
Oh
Stoker.
my.
I got this in the mines.
I like Helsing
Oh, hell yeah.
card with it.
Yeah. Just complete nightmare fuel. You got all these other fursuits prancing. Yeah, I'm so cute. And then Stoker comes out like,
That's me. That is my famous
Sounds
catchphrase.
right to me. Yeah.
What does the Stoker say?
No. No. So bad.
Do that. Do it more.
Stoker, had you already seen that video I shared with you earlier?
No, I don't think I had.
Okay, the way you said you responded, it made me think that you may had already seen it.
Wait, let me double check. Oh yes, okay, I had seen that.
Okay. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
It's very good. I am touched.
touched the Hesma like it all.
Oh, there we go. We missed you, Jonas.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
And Jonas is like, let the record show that in fact I did.
Touched by paradise.
Wait, Touched by, is that a song?
I think so.
I know 2 Tickets to Paradise, and I know Just Another Day in Paradise because I'm old.
Something about a cheeseburger in paradise.
She's
Think about
burned.
Amish Paradise.
Good one.
You know, one of my favorite things that happened when the original Sonic the Hedgehog trailer dropped
I knew he was going to say that.
was Weird Al tweeting like, "Don't know how I feel about them using a parody of Amish Paradise in this trailer."
I liked when people put the old Sonic cartoon intro over it instead, and it fits surprisingly well.
Oh, you mean the 90s intro?
Yeah, the Blue Streak Speeds By one.
Satam.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, that theme song always amused me
They
because
own that, don't they? Can't they just use that? Why did they? I don't know.
because that's not like
That's not what the normies want. The normies want Gangsta Paradise, apparently.
No normie would see a Sonic movie. The only people seeing Sonic movies are children and like adults who were children.
Not normies, rather abnormies.
Do you want to say that again? Because I'm pretty sure all adults were children.
I would be completely
Sonic's
sure
a
about
gangster.
that.
Except for the clones. They were just decanted.
So, by your logic, everybody would want to see that movie.
Everybody's somebody's dad. I'm not sure that's true.
Oh my god, I'm so rusty. Ugh, I'm trying to draw. It's that.
I just love that Sonic the Hedgehog was one of the last big movies of 2020.
That's right.
It did better than was it Pikachu? Detective Pikachu.
It did do better than Detective Pikachu, yeah.
Texas Pikachu.
Did not deserve to do better than Detective Pikachu, frankly, but it did do better.
Ooh.
Still need to see.
I agree there, but at the same time,
Yeah, the ripping hot takes.
I mean, let's be frank. Stairs, top right. Let's be frank.
Let's be Joey.
I love me some Sonic the Hedgehog,
No.
and the movie was surprisingly watchable.
Because Jim
Despite
Carrey
the
is
lack of
hilarious.
Sally Acorn.
Yeah. oh. Why
That
did you have
is
to say something that
so
would hurt
true.
me that deeply?
So true.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just
that-
take the steak stairs, take the steak and plunge it directly into my
Yeah,
heart?
The thing is, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was significantly better than it had any right to be. But at
Yes.
the same time, it could have been a lot more than that. They just didn't want
Yes.
to do it.
It was still, let's be real, aggressively mediocre, but what it could have been was a complete unmitigated disaster.
I mean, part of it was like they set up at the end for a second movie, right?
Tales.
Yeah, well, of course. And the second movie is going to be filming like next
Sorry,
month.
spoilers
There's-
for this year-old movie.
Yeah.
spoilers for the movie. Tails shows up at the end. Whoopsie!
It's like
Paramount.
the
If
Sonic,
anything, that'll
Sonic
actually
Stairs
convince some
isn't
people to
been
watch
good.
it.
Oh,
Like,
actually,
more than a good
so I
movie.
haven't seen the movie. I didn't know Tails showed up at the end. I know that Robotnik like looks like the game version of him, where he's got the big orange mustache at the end.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's the only one I
basically-
saw.
Basically, what we've
brilliant
got
movie.
here was a Robotnik origin stories disguised as a Sonic movie.
That's really not that far off.
Yeah.
It's a hole on 17, Stoker.
Having him slowly turn into Robotnik over the course of the movie was great.
Wait, what level did you say the hole was on?
17.
How the heck are you already on 17?
As I called the stairs on 16.
No, I'm on 12. How did you get that far ahead of me?
Arrogance is just a
I
stone.
don't
Elite.
know.
Skills.
Yeah, Sally Acorn in a movie someday.
What's this about Sally Acorn? What?
They
Stairs
might
getting go.
in a Paramount movie someday if they want to push her back into the series aggressively.
Well, okay, so the situation with Sally Acorn is a little complicated.
I know. I never
You
saw
don't
her.
say.
So
Paramount saying, I know there's fans that like her. Why can't we put her in the movie?
yeah, see, the thing is, Sega has always had something of a contentious relationship with that version of Sonic, even before He Who Must Not Be Named, but who I'm going to name anyway, Ken Penders. Even before him, Sega had something of an awkward relationship with that branch of Sonic. Not so awkward that they weren't willing to try to throw a bone to the fans of that version of them with Sonic Forces, but nevertheless.
I just know Paramount.
I remember seeing a beta version of a Sonic game that did have Sally in it.
Yes, there was one that was being made in America that was based on the Sat-Am, but Sega canceled it.
Sonic Spinball, right?
Was there some stuff from that in Sonic Spinball?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a cameo in that.
Absolutely,
yeah, she has a cameo. Antoine has a cameo. Rotor has a cameo. Bunny has a cameo.
Rabot has a cameo.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that have cameos in that because that was a game that was made in America, not in Japan. So they
but aren't Scratch and Grounder also in that as well?
Yes, they are.
Which is weird because they're from the cartoon, not the movies.
Scratch and Grounder also appeared once or twice in the Archie comics.
And Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah.
That wonderful game that needed to happen.
Where'd the stairs appear?
Unbecoming of you.
There they are. So, yeah, in conclusion, Sally and I are getting married. It's going to happen
Haley,
this coming fall.
Well, we all wish the best for you guys.
Thank you.
So
just make sure to use protection. You don't need a lawsuit from Sega.
Sega sues for custody of my child. Jonas, what were you about to say?
Okay, you know the lore, so help me out. The chili dog thing, did it start with the Sonic with the 90s show, or was there a precedent for that?
It started with the cartoons.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was for some reason they just thought it'd be a fun character thing, and it was in both of the cartoons. I was in the
Sat-Am. It was in the comics, though.
It was in the comics too. It was in all three of them.
It started in the original cartoon.
Well, the comics were based on the cartoon, which confuses people because the comics actually were published before the cartoon premiered.
Right.
But nevertheless, they were actually based on the cartoon and not the other way around because the reason for all the weird differences in the comics is that they were given an outdated show Bible. At least it was outdated by the time the comics were published. It was just one of those weird things about publishing versus animation, that despite the fact that the cartoon technically was, being made first and the comics were based on it, that the comics got released first.
Were they being written simultaneously or something?
Close to it. It was a very synergistic development. But that's why, like I said, the tone and some of the character designs and other stuff in the comics were so off and so different from what the Sat-Am became.
Right. Sally was brunette with pink fur.
Yeah, well, that was the, it's already midnight.
Somehow, and we're only on 36. Womp womp.
That was not even their first screw up with her. In the very first issue that she ever appeared in, she had red fur and blonde hair.
The humanity.
Yeah, picture that, why don't you?
I can't do it.
So you said that they got the wrong Sonic Bible, and literally the only thing I can think of is the BDG video about the original Sonic Bible.
Hey, nice,
yeah.
Rick.
Which was used as the basis for the UK's Sonic comic.
Oof.
Their version is very heavily based on that.
But we know Stoker's preferred version is cream fur, blonde hair, large pointy ears.
In a big
That took me a moment. And magic gold collar.
Yes, and she doesn't wear that like vest.
I'd let Penny wear the vest.
Oh, Jonas, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it doesn't close. At least it didn't in the comics.
Okay, but that still covers things.
Well,
I mean, her shoulders.
Hey, I
Look,
don't
the
know.
rules of the collar are as long as Stoker is satisfied, then it's okay.
That is exactly how it works.
You
That's
heard it
going to
here
be how
first,
I
folks.
handle any inconsistencies or anyone asking any questions. They're like, wouldn't this be inconsistent with the rules? And I'm like, yeah, well, the rules say shut up.
I make the rules, and I say.
I am the rules.
Rule number 1 is shut up. Rule number 2 is shut up. Rule number 3 is see rule number 1.
We bring this book to panels that just says the Penny Bible, and that's all it's in. It's just
Confusion
shut the hell
defer
up.
rule 2.
Super Timmy D says Tails Adventure for Game Gear was based on the comics. He's pretty sure.
Okay.
Tales of yeah, that was like a. I never played that one, but I always wanted to.
Anyway,
I think it's on one of the compilations, like Sonic
Yeah, I think it
Classics
was.
or whatever.
It was either Gems or one of the. Yeah, the classic one.
Huh.
It's a pretty
always
fun
looked fun.
platformer.
It always
was-
looks.
Almost more RPG-ish in that like you didn't just have rings, you had like actual health that would go up as you played through the game,
Oh, that's
unlocking
fun.
new abilities and things.
they should do a Paper Sonic game.
Paper
May
Sonic.
have it?
See that?
I mean, I think it would be cute.
1,000-year door style, not color splashy.
Right.
Oh God. See, you got me talking about Sonic lore.
I will get you talking
But
about
these
Sonic lore
conversations
any day of the
often
week.
go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It all comes back to Sally.
I mean,
Oh,
better than
listen.
me going on about like the 80s, you know.
I can't help it. I can't help it if Sally Acorn is the perfect woman. Okay. That's beyond my ability to control.
I remember when I first saw this, I was like, huh, a naked chipmunk.
Yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
You ever notice how, well, I've probably covered this before, but like, you ever notice how characters look more naked when they've got hair? You know what I mean?
And any clothing at all.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're more anthropomorphized with hair.
Right.
Well, even there's other things too. Like you can see a character, like even if they're not super anthropomorphized, who has like. I'm gonna give the classic Mrs. Brisby example here, okay? She's spending the whole movie. She's wearing a cape.
Yeah.
I think I understand
And
your taste
nothing
in women
else.
now.
Nothing. Yes, well, she's wearing a cape and nothing else for the whole movie, and nothing. It doesn't matter. It's not weird because she's a mouse.
Right.
But then you get towards that one scene where she has to go into the farmer's house, and they take the cape away from her, and suddenly it's like, whoa.
You make it sound like they confiscated it. Like, give me that. You don't deserve that.
Something has awoken in young Stoker.
Listen, that was never asleep. I was born like this.
Or this way. Oh my god.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, is Leon here at the Egg Festival? I want to talk
Leo,
to
and
him.
I'm talking to him right here.
Leo. I don't know why I said
From
Leon.
there, Leon S. Kennedy.
Leon F. Kennedy.
What does the S stand for anyway?
Scott.
Oh, okay. Well, question answered.
It stands for scary, Jonas, because it's a horror game.
Mr. Scary, please.
Scary Terry?
Richard Scary?
Richard Scary.
All right, I'm actually gonna try to win this egg this time. I never have. Bam,
I
quit
could still-
spiking the punch.
Are you ready for the egg hunt?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for Freddy?
Oh,
Are
that
you
took
ready?
me
Nobody's ready for
a
Freddy.
lifetime.
Not even John Cena.
Man, that video is such a perfect time capsule of the 90s.
Wait, of the
stay out my
90s?
way.
I'm talking about Ready for Freddy.
Yeah, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Fred is like a perfect encapsulation of the 2000s.
Ah,
The stupidity and vanity of all of it.
Everything is vanity.
Still can't believe there was a movie.
Aha!
ah,
Ha!
Okay. Dial it back.
Never.
Oh, there were two back there? Wow.
That's making me think of,
wow.
Mike Machine's character giggling in Twilight. Remember that, Stoker?
where's
Wait,
my
what's
axe?
going on?
Stoker wins.
Oh my god, I actually did win!
Yes, I know. That's why I was like,
My first time ever.
And the lower left
Anyway,
area doesn't
what
have
were
a
you
lot of
asking me
eggs.
about, Jonas?
Did you ever see the clip of Michael Sheen's character in the third Twilight movie, like laughing in that weird way? Like, you ever seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
Wow, really? A vampire thing you don't know about? Okay.
I mean, do you know how many
like
vampire
vampire
things there
thing, too.
are?
12.
My god, you do know.
Million.
Yeah, checkmate, atheists.
Oh, oh,
oh.
you got me. there.
Speaking of
You got me.
vampire things,
Oh.
speaking
Got
of
me.
vampire
Jonas.
things, I won a straw hat.
I mean, didn't I give you my straw hat the first year when I won?
Yeah, but I won it this time. That makes it even
Did.
more.
You should be proud.
I should be proud.
All right, I'm not going to click on this because it'll play. Well, actually, no, let me see.
I think my vampire knowledge tripled just watching that one AVGN video about Dracula.
Was that the one where he was comparing all the different versions of Dracula to find the one that was the most book faithful?
Yes. Which
Okay.
was also where I learned why in Conker's Bad Fur Day, the Dracula parody had that stupid wig on the villain squirrel.
The butt hair. Ah, yes.
It's like, is that a thing?
Yeah, that was the
Ever
thing.
being a thing?
That was the thing. Mr. Burns did it once, too.
It's a thing if you want to be.
The fun thing about that AVGN video is that I believe I've seen every version of Dracula that he reviewed except one that
And
was
what
on that
most of
list.
those, like from, well, not most, but several of them from like other countries.
Yeah, and the Turkish one is the one that I haven't seen yet. And I agreed 100% with his choice for which one was most book accurate and was in fact prepared to leave an argumentative comment if he had chosen differently.
For those of us who haven't seen it, which one was it?
That would be the 1970s two-part BBC television miniseries version, starring Louis Jourdan as Count Dracula.
And the Lugosi version was second because while it had so many things that were in the book, it also took a lot of liberties beyond that.
Yeah, that's because the Lugosi version is kind of a fusion between the novel and the stage version, the Hamilton and Dean stage adaptation, which took a lot of liberties with the story because they wanted to set it, kind of as like a drawing room sort of mystery. So most of the action takes place in one room.
Makes
So
sense.
they had to considerably trim down the plot a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't until watching that vid that I realized the whole Vlad the Impaler thing was made up later.
Was it?
Vlad was pretty much forgotten by the time Bram Stoker was writing that book. He was he saw the name Dracula in when he was doing his research, but he knew absolutely nothing about the context behind that name.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, if he had known, he would have definitely have included more details of Vlad's actual life in the story, because his life was a real horror story.
That's right. The Impaler.
But he did not know. So
You don't get a name like Vlad the Impaler having a nice life.
Nope.
no, you really don't.
Maybe a sexy life.
I was just thinking, like, well, maybe he had another reason for that name.
I don't want to picture Vlad like that, but
Porn
it can
music,
happen.
our porn music intensifies. No, he was mostly forgotten, at least in England and Europe outside of the area of Romania by Bram Stoker's day, and he probably would have remained forgotten if it hadn't been for, you know, the novel. But yeah, it was he knew nothing about the man. He just adopted his name. Before he came across the name Dracula, he was actually planning on naming the character Count Vampire.
Terrifying.
It's a little on the nose.
I think vampire. No, really.
I don't think.
Yeah, we joke about people being named Dr. Acula, but that's like even worse.
Tower
Well, I
didn't
mean-
mention Alucard.
Alucard. What could it mean?
Right.
Red
And
round.
then the first pseudonym that Dracula ever took when he was trying to hide his true identity was when he was buying property in London under another name, and he was buying it under the name of Count de Ville, which is also a little on the nose.
Cruella de Vil.
And that's they kept they were tracing his steps, trying to find where he was when they were hunting him down to destroy all of his boxes. And that's why I brought up the straw hat in conjunction with vampires, because at one point in the novel, they're told by someone that he had done business with that he'd been approached by this pale, thin man dressed all in black, wearing a big straw hat.
Of course, it keeps the sun off of him.
Yeah, exactly. And he specified, he's like, the hat did not suit him.
Oh, it suited him just fine.
That's another thing that surprises people when they read the novel for the first time. Dracula goes out in daylight a few times.
Oh, you can't stay in the night forever.
Child, hello.
Oh, ancient fruit already, Rick. Ooh.
Hang on, baby. I gotta get this fairy seeds and then I can pet you. Okay.
Okay. And that
I
should
keep
sound
forgetting that
weirder
you're not
than it
talking
does,
about
but-
your in-game children, that you're like, I'm gonna pet you.
Oh, shoot. Speaking of my children and family, I didn't give my wife anything for her birthday yesterday.
Oh,
Stoker.
yeah.
Oh,
He
wait a
very
minute.
realistically could have been
Today.
talking to his cat.
I think
Yes,
he
I
was
was
talking
talking
to his cat.
This time.
If you don't get them gifts, they get pissed off in the game.
Not really.
No, actually, there aren't any real consequences for it.
Seems kind of weird.
Just don't-
Feels like
Give
you.
them a bad gift on their birthday.
I think
feel
they
bad for
wanted
it,
to make sure that you didn't feel obligated so much when you get married.
You can go back down to 12 hearts.
Yeah, I mean you can.
Oh no, today's her birthday.
Well, lucky you.
Oh, I just need to grab a coconut.
A bunch of this is ready. I'm going to.
And a lime, I assume.
That's a
And
safe.
then you put the lime in the coconut.
Now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut.
And
Yes,
drink it all up.
inside of it.
That's it? That's all you do?
You drink it all up.
Yeah, you have to drink it.
Oh.
Put the ancient fruit in the pink basket, Rick, if you want it. It's in the iron
I've
basket.
got a lovely bunch of coconut.
Okay, I will be over there once I'm done planting on my.
There it is. I've got only the one.
D, 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 D. Okay.
I'm coming bearing coconut, my dear.
You dear.
You dare?
I dare.
He did.
Every night in my life.
God damn.
Oh, you're approaching me?
Oh yeah, I have to approach you to kick your ass.
Got a cutscene.
That sounds like something Hank Hill would say.
I was gonna say.
With Vincent?
Wait, is that not the quote from it? I thought that was. Is that JoJo was like, I have to get close to you in order to kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass. God, I'm just remembering one of my favorite King of the Hill bits is when Dale Gribble is ranting about global warming. And like he's talking about like, let it get hotter. We'll grow, I don't know, what was it, oranges in Alaska or something like that. And Hank is like, Dale, it's already, we live in Texas. It's already 98 degrees in the shade. And if it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yes, I know that.
And at that moment, the thermometer went up by 1 degree.
King of the Hill was a blessing. I loved it.
It's
The best
so-
American anime ever.
I didn't get it as a kid, but looking back and watching it as an adult, it's so funny.
Apparently, it is very realistic to Texan life.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us that.
Yeah. I've lived in Texas all of my life. I know the city of Arlington. I've been in and around it a long time in my life. Yes, this is very true to Texan life.
Nice.
It is barely exaggerated.
That's
It's a
awesome.
little exaggerated, but barely.
I think my favorite one is
110 degrees. Bobby's like, this city should not exist. But he's like, it's a testament to man's arrogance.
It's true.
it's 110 degrees and it's the biggest state in the nation, and yet there's only one lake.
Oh,
Oh, Bobby was like, oh my god, it's like walking on the sun.
Yeah, it's like walking on the surface of the sun.
I mean, Alaska is the biggest state in the nation.
It's true.
wait, is Alaska big?
Yes, Alaska is bigger than Texas.
extremely much bigger than Texas.
Yes,
It's just how
I forget
maps
that it
are
is.
that it looks weird.
Yeah.
Texas does not like to be reminded that Alaska is bigger.
No, we don't. Our whole thing is bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
That's
They're
literally
biggest
like our
in
whole
Alaska.
state identity. Is things are bigger.
Things are bigger.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas. We got a gas station that's the size of a Walmart. We got
We love
Walmarts
that
that are the
gas
size of
station.
stadiums.
Don't tell me you don't love that gas station.
Why do you
though.
need a gas station the size of a
Are you
Walmart?
talking about Buc-ee's?
Of course, we're
Yes.
talking about.
I love Buc-ee's. I want there to be a
My-
Buc-ee's.
My mother loves going to Buc-ee's.
Listen, I'm the kind of person who would also unironically enjoy going to Buc-ee's.
No, but what do you need a gas station the size of a Walmart for? They're like,
Because it's not everything, man.
well,
It's literally everything.
That giant Bass Pro Shop that's in the shape of a glass pyramid is in Tennessee.
Yes, in Memphis,
Wait,
because, you know,
At what
Egypt.
point does it become is it still a gas station versus it's a like just shopping store that happens to have gas?
Okay, you would have a point if Buc-ee's didn't have like 100 million gas pumps.
It's true.
So it's the proportion of gas pumps to the rest of the.
Well, I mean,
Listen, it's a gas station, it's a convenience store, it's a truck stop, it's a grocery store.
okay. So it's
a
like
restaurant,
way of
basically.
life.
And the cleanest restrooms you will ever use.
It's actually, God, we're starting to sound more and more like a commercial. Buc-ee's, give us a deal. I know you're listening, Buc-ee's. Your mascot is a beaver. You've got to be furries.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Anyway, well, we kind of derailed there.
What are you talking about? That's the whole point of this
on
stream.
tracks.
Hey, Yanni,
Yeah, were we ever on track in the first place is the real question.
I'm learning all about the place.
Hey, Dale, get dressed. We're gonna steal a news van. It's the perfect crime. Oh, they have a report it.
I was gonna say my favorite part
That's
was when
good.
Hank pulled out 2 WD-40s, one for the door that froze, and then the one for the the one that froze while opening the door. That was like something my stepdad does, and I loved it.
Yeah, the cap
And
of his
I-
WD-40 is stuck, and so he gets another can of WD-40 to loosen the cap of his can of WD-40.
I remember that.
Yeah, like a
That's
tiny,
like
tiny one and a
perfect
holster
scene.
on his belt.
Yes. That scene is so perfect.
It's perfect.
Encapsulates his entire character in one piece of
It's
animation.
so ridiculous, yet it just fits perfectly.
I related to that, and I loved it.
Do you remember the dream that Peggy had about going to hell?
The
And
queen.
then
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
the pilot light went out or whatever, and she's like, oh. And then it turns out Hank was just hooking hell up with propane.
That's my steaming of hell, I tell you.
He's like,
what.
that's a clean burn in hell.
And it wasn't even an evil laugh. It was a
It started like that, but then he was like,
The reflection of the flames on his glasses.
like you can't even be Satan in somebody's dream.
God, King of the Hill is such a good show.
I think so. The only thing I can think of that wasn't realistic in King of the Hill is that what happens in the title scene when the 4 of them are standing in the driveway, drinking beers and talking. The only difference that happens in real life is all of them would bring out folding chairs and sit in them. They wouldn't be standing.
That's a good point, actually. That is a valid critique, and I will uphold it.
Yeah, it's probably just an animation thing for not having to deal with them getting out of chairs whenever
Yeah.
they transition to anything.
Especially since they stand in front of that a lot. They're like, we're gonna have to draw these guys sitting in folding chairs like every other episode.
Yeah, it's easy to just draw them standing normally, so you just copy the model sheet.
Yeah.
Well, I never pictured them doing something like that, but I know what you're saying. It's just that if they're doing it so many times, I figured they'd be love standing at that point. That's the way I interpret it, anyways. You're gonna do that every day. You're gonna really bring out a lawn chair every day.
Yes.
A rocket
Really?
lounge chair.
That'd be something Dale would think of.
I saw a sports chair for like plus size people that was called like the King Kong or something. It can support like 500 pounds.
Oh yeah, everyone ever Dale's favorite one of Dale's weird moves, squirrel tactics. That was good.
I vaguely remember that. I remember the pocket sand.
Everybody
Yeah.
remembers the pocket sand.
But there was another one he did. He was about to be beaten up by a bunch of football players. But right before they were about to beat him up, he says squirrel tactics. Then he does a really weird jump on the fence and then jumps on the tree and jumps into his yard. It was hilarious.
I have a question for the Texans here. Is Texas considered part of the West or the South?
Southwest.
It's neither Southwest.
That's the South. All right, fine, whatever.
Jonas is like, whatever.
You wanted.
If you want to talk
answer.
about,
Here's
like,
my question:
antiquity?
is there anything else like Texas that isn't Texas? Like, is Oklahoma still Texas-y?
Arkansas is probably the closest you get, I think.
It honestly, okay, so it depends on the part of Arkansas, it depends on the part of Oklahoma, and
That's
it
on the part of
depends.
Texas.
What?
Depends
Oh yeah,
on
it
the
does
part of
depend on the part of
Texas.
Texas.
True,
And
Texas
it also
is bigger
depends.
than many countries.
It also depends on the part of Louisiana because there are parts of Louisiana that are more like Texas than they are like Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, all right.
Like the part I live in is much more like Texas than it is like what you would expect Louisiana to be.
Yeah, like if you're in the Black Hills region, then it's like a whole different thing than if you're like in the Plains or Mojave area.
Yeah, it's worth noting that, as has frequently been mentioned, Texas is freaking huge. So,
East Texas and West Texas are completely different.
yeah, well, I mean, they're different time zones.
We're different planets.
Only El Paso, basically.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
Yeah, El Paso, for whatever reason, is mountain time, while the rest of Texas is central.
El Paso just wants to be different.
Is that true?
They're living in the future.
Is what true,
past.
Jonas?
I don't remember how that works.
Yeah, they're actually living in the past.
Yes. The further west you go, the further back in time you go. The further east you go, the further into the future you go. That's how time travel works.
They're living.
You just gotta go east fast enough.
But that's why GC always comes to these streams in a flying car.
It's true.
I thought that was
Powered completely by maple syrup.
I was just gonna say.
And my 10 Arrakis juice.
Why do you ask, Jonas?
Oh, I'm just curious. It's like it's sort of like the northern Southern California thing. Like this is weird because like if you ask some Californians, they'll draw a line in one place and say this is Northern California, this is Southern California. Other people will put the lines in different places. Some people will draw another line and say this is Central California, and like even Californians can't agree on it. It's weird.
Where I live, we consider Dallas to be Southern Oklahoma.
Wow. That's
What?
an interesting take.
I've never heard that before.
It's a little bit tongue in cheek, but
It just kind of
Only
happens
a
when
little.
places are big enough
Yeah, only a little.
that you start having different sub-regions. Although, I mean, you could probably take like, even a town and be like, oh yeah, that's the north side, that's the south side.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you know what I consider Dallas?
Chicago for sure.
I consider Dallas my least favorite city in the world to drive in.
Really? Are they crazy? Are they
I
aggro?
mean, okay.
No
So
way it could be worse than Los
It's
Angeles.
not the drivers are bad. The
Personally-
roads are ridiculous.
personally, I would say it's worse than Los Angeles, having driven them both.
wow,
New York
really?
City?
I mean, the worst thing about Los Angeles is the traffic jams. You get stuck in them for so long.
Yeah.
The worst
that's
thing
part of
about
it, is it not?
Dallas, the worst thing about Dallas is that the roads are laid out in a way that's so confusing that even GPSs get lost. And you will occasionally get into a traffic jam, yes, but at least, while you're not moving, the other drivers aren't actively trying to kill you.
Somebody
Like,
has
the
to
way I've
finish them.
described it before is that LA drivers are aggressive, but they're aggressive in a very calculating and intelligent way. Like, they're neutral
Have to be
evil.
to get
Dallas
anywhere in the
drivers-
city.
Dallas drivers are chaotic evil.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, apparently I'm having some sort of spiritual moment with Emily.
Is she praying for her stones
Is
again?
that what it's called now?
No, it's well. No, actually, she's playing me music on her boombox and she's doing a little dance.
Somebody
I'll never
got-
forget
Did you
the,
finally get to 14 hearts or something?
I guess. Whoa! And now there are disco jellyfish tentacle. What are those?
disco jellyfish?
I don't know how else to describe them.
Let's go with that.
And now there's rainbow. Emily, did you slip me some LSD again?
Oh, Emily. Emily. Yeah, not Haley. For some reason, I thought you were talking about Haley.
No,
Emily.
I'm away. Oh, and now hearts and shooting rainbow. What is this acid trip that now they're oranges and alien heads?
Got a whole cereal going there.
Yeah,
And are those
Emily.
banana moons? Oh, never mind. Now they're iridium stars. That was an experience and a half.
She wanted to
Emily's
show
little
you her
dance session.
prototype Pink Floyd laser show.
My choices for how to respond to her were that was amazing, that was embarrassing, or say nothing but slow clap.
Always go with slow clap.
I just told her it was amazing.
Oh, okay, well that works too.
Well, I'd better take a shower. Thanks for watching. Okay, I mean, if you want me to, I guess.
Oh my.
That was...
Oh, hey, today's Monday. Y'all,
Monday.
Oh, yeah, let me check the board. Since I'm right here by the one in town. So our choices are Gus's famous omelet or
Yes, that
biome
one.
violence. Gus, then?
You can take
All
care
right,
of it like instantly.
Abigail, you hanging out in the
Void
cemetery
eggs
again?
count
Like
towards that.
Any eggs count towards it?
Void egg omelet.
Let me check something.
I mean,
here real
heck,
quick.
you can make void mayonnaise, so.
Somebody's eating it.
The witches. It gives them their powers.
Well, it's canonical in this realm or universe that goblins love void mayonnaise.
Hang on a second.
Ooh, sturgeon.
A Stoker?
I gotta double check something.
Oh, okay.
So let me get this straight. One of his loves, Krobus's loves, is void eggs. And he
Yes.
sells void eggs.
Correct. But they're 5,000 apiece.
I mean, yeah, but
I think it was more just pointing out the logistics of that.
I mean,
Again?
you can just buy them endlessly and give them to him.
Okay.
I
Key
think-
quest we can do extended family again or Key's
Good God.
cuisine again.
I don't want to do either of them.
Why are we not getting... Is it because we have the beans in the chest?
See, I don't
Like
think
Rick
so.
said
I'm not-
previously,
I'm
if
not
that is actually the case, he would be very upset. And I might be too.
I don't know why they would program it like that.
The only thing that showed up in actually 2 separate patch notes now is that he was supposed to have fixed that he should not stay in the chests. But for some reason, ours have. They have lingered.
You've figured. Like lingery.
Like lingerish.
Like lingerie.
No, that's what I said.
Oh.
Lingery.
But why does that linger?
Oh, this is here.
I have
Oh,
been.
yeah.
I said
Uh,
it is Monday when I came in.
Is that how you say hello? 'Cause
That is how I say hello. It is Monday.
You say, hey, wow.
Is
I
that
just
how he's
scream.
doing?
Now give them your scary greeting.
Hello. I died.
Oh no, he's dead.
Yes, you're not scary anymore. I'm sad.
I never finished the bingo card. Oh, well.
Mm.
I mean, there's still time.
Nope. It's behind me.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
We've moved past the need for bingo.
I mean, bingo in the future.
Where's everybody going? Bingo?
Space bingo. 3D bingo.
Horror bingo?
Bingo bongo.
Bringo Brongo.
Bingo bongo.
I'm awesome.
It's a caribou.
Look at all that fish.
This guy's name is Dr. Doctor.
My God, Stoker, you're
Is
gonna love
that
this.
Dr. Acula, apparently?
What did you just say, Jonas?
I said you're gonna love this, Stoker. Instead of the barky dog, now I live beneath a howling dog, which I guess is better. Yeah, exactly.
Is it a crybaby husky?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure. I haven't seen him, but I would not be shocked. Huskies are brats.
They're drama queens.
They
They
are.
are, but it's hilarious.
You say Huskies are drama queens?
Yeah,
They are.
They are. my husky, she loves licking people. Anytime you go to the kitchen, she wants out, but she won't even go out for a minute unless it's to sit on the porch. And when she comes back in, she wants a treat. She wants to sit on the couch.
So it's Apollo.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Apollo's a collie, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just he was describing Apollo.
Collies aren't as bratty as huskies, in my experience. Collies can be a little bit spoiled, but like huskies will do tantrums, like you know, like that, like they'll just sit there on the bed, flail.
Well, we were always warned that huskies were high energy, and I said when we got Mishka, I said, "Oh boy, I hope she's not high energy," and she is.
We were warned, but we didn't listen.
On the bright side, she will lay down when she's in the master bedroom.
Not any other bedroom.
No. Well, actually, sorry. She does, but only if you ask her nicely.
I mean, that sounds like a well-behaved dog to me.
Yeah.
The dog does what it's told. Amazing.
This thing, GC, you could like, if there's a bad snowstorm, you could always like hook her up to a sled and just, you know, do the lightning rod thing.
Take her
I'm
outside.
sure
She's
extremely well.
Oh yeah, she is how well behaved, but it's just, she's really hard to figure out though. What she wants? Does she want to go out? Do you want to play? Do you want? Then she just suddenly licks you, and then she's laying down without warning, and she's jumping on the couch. It's like, it's hard to predict her.
She may not know herself, like what she wants to do. I mean, I always assume that's the thing with dogs.
Yeah.
Like, what do they want? What are they thinking? And they're thinking, like, what do I want? What am I thinking? You know?
The biggest challenge with her is like figuring out what does she want to do when she wants to go outside. That's the fun part. But yeah, she will listen though. That's the good news.
That's good.
She listens.
I can tell you what dogs are thinking.
What are they thinking?
Hello.
They're thinking,
Well, there you go. I think you've summed it up.
that's what dogs are thinking at any given time.
Huh. You know, I never would have thought that. Thank
Yeah,
you for
see?
enlightening it for me, Stoker.
You're welcome. It's literally what I'm here for, enlightening.
Stoker's dropping the facts.
They call me, that's my middle name, Stoker and Lightning Bramwell.
Facts. Portmanteau for fat stacks.
Exactly.
Eternal tax.
Eternal tax? That's not a good prize.
If all the big CEOs in the world are successful in finding their way to like upload a person's brain to a computer, they're gonna have to pay the eternal tax.
Oh, God. Don't joke about that.
Oh wow.
That's almost
Oak
as bad as Roku's basilisk. Jeez.
Oak resin.
I
Well,
will always joke about
And
nihilism.
everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Grimoire.
dooming everybody who hasn't heard about it already, Jonas.
Stoker, this
Don't
crazy new
do-
idea I want to involve you in. It's called clothing therapy. Please come to the mayor's house today to see what it's all about. Love, Emily. Emily,
I'll
did
enjoy
you ever
that.
pick the wrong
It
person?
sounds like something somebody would send Rick. They're just like, look, I like your art, but we need to talk about clothing therapy for you.
Did
You
you know?
can't have every character be bottomless, and Rick is like, watch me.
It'd be the opposite. It's like you've been wearing a lot of clothes recently. Is there something wrong?
It's an intervention. They're like, Rick, we're all getting worried. This is so unlike you.
Okay, there's over 200 oak resin in my crate there now, if you guys need it, and I think there's 30 pine tar.
Oh, excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Very well. Okay. All right, I'm going to the mayor's house to see what Emily's got cooked up.
Same here.
I'm glad everyone else is just as confused as I am.
I mean, I've seen that cutscene like 20 times at this point.
Oh wait, yes, I already seen that. He just says good morning to me. I'm trying to think what fishing spots I haven't fished at yet.
That's cute.
Which one?
Where are the EOs at again?
Which one, Stoker?
Shane's outfit.
Oh,
It's adorable. I can't wait to see what Leah's gonna put on. Are you just like standing behind the curtain watching?
I don't know where I am in
Leah's
relation
cute.
to.
Wait, that wasn't Leah. That was. All right, Mayor Lewis.
He has a very interesting one.
Oh, I kind of dig that. All right. Oh, Abigail. Okay, what do we got here, Abigail? If this is not super goth, I'm gonna be disappointed.
You'll be disappointed then.
Whoa. Okay, you know what? I'm actually not disappointed.
I was wondering if you would change your mind.
All right, what's Clint gonna do?
He's Clint.
Hey, EO, nice.
That's also kind of fun. Oh, take the compliment. But Clint, what the... Good grief.
Oh, bother.
Clint, stop being such a simp.
It's Stoker. I was waiting to show you something.
Oh, yes.
Uh, after the things. I don't know if you knew, but this book right here, you can do things.
File for no. Wow. Oh, I file for divorce.
You did?
No, I said so that's how.
Oh, yes.
No, I did not file for divorce. I'm very happy with Haley and my 2 children. What's his face and who's her name?
Sucker's like, what's this button do? Oh, I might have ruined my life.
Been there, done that.
Wow. I haven't pressed a button that ruined my life that effectively.
Now.
I haven't clicked on something that ruined my life that effectively since I joined Twitter.
Speed running ruining your life. New world record.
Wasn't that one of the ads that we put on the fake version of Twitter in the penny page, Jonas? Click here to ruin your entire life. Jonas?
He is still AFK, I believe.
I'm gonna have to repeat that when he
The
returns.
whole bit. You got to do the whole thing again.
Presuming that I remember.
Yeah, sure.
Which is, let's face it, a pretty big assumption.
I was gonna say, don't ever presume, because then it makes a press out of you and me.
I mean, I've seen a lot of tags for that on certain websites. Certain kinds of presses that are, well, anyway.
Would you say that those presses are very effective at getting the juices flowing?
I cannot tell a lie, except that I just did.
I cannot tell a lie, and then just silence.
Yep, exactly. Oh boy, more flowers. Which means more seeds. Which means more fairy dust. Whoops, I meant to craft 2 of those.
Home stuff.
You don't say.
I'm gonna have to read the guide on. Oh, never mind. Albacore. There we go.
Albacore?
Albacore.
Hey, Jonas.
Altamore.
Who's your friend?
Yeah, Stoker, who's your friend?
No.
Okay.
Jonas, you can be my friend.
Smack.
Am I your BFF?
You're my BFFF.
Best friend.
Best fur friend forever?
Yes, best friend. You're my fur friend.
As soon as you say that, I can't.
Better than the thing I was going to come up with.
Friends
Can't
with,
imagine.
friends with benefits.
Friends with friends. Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Oh, God.
Now there's a context that's been taken out of context badly.
Even the context is out of context.
God, now I'm picturing Paper Star Fox.
Don't. You're going to get... If you do that, you're going to get a cease and desist.
Wait, just like Fox himself or in the R-Wings and stuff?
Like, yeah, in the R-Wings, like the little paper airplane R-Wings just do.
That'd be
You know.
cute.
It would be cute.
A red snapper.
Although that's kind of what the SNES one looked like.
I suppose so.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Did they ever make the Star like I know the Star Fox was super polygonal because it was early technology for 3D and whatever, but was there an idea to make the design specifically look like that to make it look more like model kits and stuff?
Probably not.
I would guess no, because they were thinking more about the limitations, which were,
Maybe with 64, because I remember there being like in Nintendo Power or something, like there was a not like cardboard but harder than normal paper in there that had a cutout R-wing that you could like fold and put together.
It's possible, yeah. I mean, I could do that. Sure.
They were origami fighters.
Yes.
Alright, tomorrow is Wednesday again.
Oh, that's true. I
That
presume
means
by
that
now.
today is Tuesday,
That's true.
which means it's Tactical Toad Tuesday.
Tactical
Yeah.
Toad.
And then tomorrow it will be Wednesday, my dudes.
It will
And
be
then the
Wednesday.
day after it will be Out of Touch Thursdays.
Wednesday, my dudes, or as I like to call it, Thursday.
On Tactical Toad Tuesday, Rick speaks like Toad.
Tactical Toad.
Yeah, have you never seen the Tactical Toad video?
Was it like Mario Toad or like a actual?
No.
Toad?
It's literally a video of a couple of guys who I think they're deployed in Iraq or something, and they're just like, make sure whenever you go in the field, you got one of these. And he opens up like a little ammo pouch on his bandolier, and there's just a toad sitting inside there.
That's fantastic.
That reminds me of the the tweet. Before you leave the house, always remember the acronym WOWIE. Wallet, phone, keys, egg, backup.
Wikis.
See, the O is silent because it's an American phone instead of a European phone.
Oh.
Is that good? Is that a good one?
Yes, that's a good.
It was a knee slapper.
Yeah, he just reached over and slapped my knee as soon as I heard it, which is impressive because he's like 2,000 miles away.
Yep.
Hmm.
Just good like that. I've got the stretchy Armstrong.
I like the stretch of your arm, strong kid.
You're gonna go far with those stretchy arms.
Yeah, we go very hard, kid.
I don't know where that came to me. I don't know where that came from.
You've got the sillies.
You got the
I do
sillies.
get the sillies. I need the sillies. I've been stressed all day long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you don't be stressed.
I can relate.
It's my own fault. I've not been taking care of my responsibilities, and I've been sort of just lounging around, and it's making me feel upset and just disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I'm disappointed too. Come on, Miller.
Oh.
Come on, Miller.
You specifically. That wasn't me sympathizing with you.
Oh wow, it's 1:30. In my time, it's 1:30. It's 11:30 for you guys. Wow.
Yeah, I have to give you props, you see. You're like, when you do these streams,
That's
you're
a
like
lot.
going to
That is a lot of money.
I've been saving.
some
Wow.
serious.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
It does just extend off.
Look,
I was
if
in
you,
truffles.
if you click on it, it actually only count one stack of 999 at a time and then adds the others past that afterwards.
Hmm.
I like how the numbers are dancing too. Wow. Like this is the magic number.
Everything jiggles in this
So,
game.
guess what that means, folks?
We can buy the clock.
You're over 10 million.
Yes.
We can buy the clock.
Okay, and
It's artichoke
choose-
dip. I already know how to cook artichoke dip.
I'm guessing
Let's
it's going to
get
be a
on.
Rick's house.
I'm at 71K for Keys Cuisine.
Yep, I also know how to check artichoke dip GC.
You know how to check artichoke dip?
Yes, I know how to check artichoke dip. I know how
I
to.
already know how to cook artichoke.
I know how to choke artichoke.
Look, like I said, these are all going to be GC.
Probably.
No,
Let me check.
I'm missing a couple of recipes too. One of them's gonna end up being for me.
I mean, I'm missing one. It's pumpkin pie, but just
Oh no,
There you
I
go.
did miss it. Okay. I must have
Okay,
to
so I'm at the wizard's tower. Where should I put it?
I mean, the wizard's tower is awfully big. I'm not sure you could fit it on our farm.
We have plenty of space in Stoker's area.
It's only a 2x3 item.
Yeah,
What if we put it like near the greenhouse somewhere?
Yeah, that'd be good. I think it's a good spot.
So, like around the dog bowl? Or like at the corner where the bat cave is?
How big is it?
It's 2 tall by 3 long.
Do you want to take down some of my thunder rods for us?
Yeah, and we take down some of the thunder rods. Okay.
that'd be a pretty good location because that's so
Like-
central to the farm.
Yeah.
Like the space that you're currently clearing, that's 4 spaces wide, while this thing is 3 spaces wide.
Yeah, because you don't need the thunder rods anymore anyway. I'll probably just put it right by my slime castle anyway.
Or do you have a position in particular you want me to put it?
Just put it in this spot somewhere.
All right.
I summoned a golden clock. So I like how it says summoned.
Oh no, we're poor again.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Take us a day or two.
Only thing we can do now is buy those wands.
Yes, I do want one of those wands. I just want it for the sake of it.
Okay, I'm coming to see the golden clock.
To the sound of the monstrous clock.
Oh wow.
I mean, it certainly does a thing for $10 million.
It's incredibly gaudy.
It is.
I'm tempted to. Oh,
Wow, that is.
Actually, that was going to be my question. Does it do a thing for $10 million?
Yeah, it does 2 things technically, besides tell the time, obviously. It prevents fences from decaying, and it prevents any kind of debris from growing on the farm.
Oh, that's good.
It's,
Oh,
I mean,
It
quote
saves you
unquote good.
time.
I think it's that you have stasis superpowers now.
These
I'm
hardwood
understanding.
fences that I built however many years ago have never decayed.
It's
So
a
maybe
bit
not the most effective.
overpriced for it's a bit unimpressive for such a late game item. Is I think the
It's literally a luxury item, just to
Yeah.
say I have it. And to get perfection.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I should go check what our percentage is.
yeah. I was about to say, what is our percentage?
okay.
We'll have to wait until after I am finished running these gifts.
There's 10 or 11 fish I'm missing. Let's see here.
Somebody's going to the island anyway.
Nope, I'm in the desert.
I did the thing.
You did
Was
the
it
thing.
a good thing?
Oh, that's right. The forest pond. I forgot about that. That's where I have been fishing. I completely forgot about that. Okay. To the fish pond I go.
So, Jonas,
What? It was you?
how's your spleen?
Good. Last time I checked.
You haven't checked lately?
No. All right, hold on. I'll palpate it. Oh yeah, that's good. There. Is that about?
That's good.
That just happened on stream.
I'm sure that's a violation of Twitch's TOS, but I'll be danged if I know which rule it violated.
Hey.
All of them.
This is a mature audience. It works.
Let's just check down the boxes on the list.
Twitch says has a strict policy of no spleen touching.
Splutching, as we call
Not
it.
it should.
Splotching.
Yeah, that's what the kids call it these days. It's like, you know, me and Jenny, we splutched behind the bleachers.
Wow.
Every time.
That was a noise.
Your reaction to anything of the sort.
I'm not good with this stuff, okay? It makes me nauseous.
Are you okay, Miller? Miller's sensitive to splotching.
I'm gonna have to take a break.
It's like a chick laughing.
We're gonna see one of those television ratings, and it's like, warning, contains scenes of splutching.
Oh god.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, what's your
On
This
the
little
beach
PR
today.
show called Splutched by Nation.
Oh my god.
Jody, Alex, Elliot, Mayor Lewis. And Gus, but he's running the bar.
I'm so entirely too pleased with myself sometimes.
Far too pleased.
Wow.
You should be much more ashamed. Much more.
And yet here we
Shame.
are with
Shame.
named at all.
Shame.
Shame.
Are you
Shame.
are you doing the what we do in the shadows thing?
Perfection tracker. 99%.
Really?
What's lacking?
The one cooking recipe that I have not made yet, and the 2 people I have not reached maximum hearts with yet.
And the one cooking recipe is the pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie for me.
Is that like only available in fall?
At this point, it's available as a random rerun, but the thing is, the reruns are random for all recipes that any one person may not have on the farm. So if GC has like all of them missing because he never checked them, it might take an eternity to get around to it.
I know I'm missing at least 6 of them.
What, from the television?
So I should
Yeah.
be done. I should be done with my great friends in the next 2 weeks,
So it's all going to come down to that last recipe.
probably.
The last
Unless I get it like next Wednesday somehow.
I mean, it's possible.
It is.
It's just as likely as any of the others.
I got the chocolate cake recipe on random.
Okay.
They are all equally likely and unlikely.
That is how random is supposed to work.
True. Of
Yeah,
course, then again, you
nothing
do
is
have
truly
to,
random,
yeah, is
except
this
for
true?
apparently quantum mechanics.
I was gonna say nothing in computers is truly random. There's definitely real
we get-
randomness in the world.
Till we get quantum computers.
Sure. I could go into the minutia of why you're wrong, but I don't care to.
Hey, Miller, we just remember.
Wait, hang on. Are you saying quantum computers will also not truly be random?
Yes.
You are not technically correct, but you are functionally correct.
Well, that sucks because technically correct's the best kind.
Yeah.
Should be, but then we got the functional side of things.
I also understood that reference.
Yeah, it turns out the name quantum computers literally has nothing to do with quantum mechanics. Completely different definition of quantum.
I've heard differently, but
Look, all I want to know is when am I gonna get my horrifying David Cronenberg fly teleporter machine?
Ask Daddy Bezos. Or sorry, ask Daddy Musk.
Daddy Musk.
Daddy Musk.
Ooh, Elon, you so musky. Anyway,
Ooh, I made 1.5 billion on Doge by making a single tweet.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
Oh, this went bad places. This went like
Those are bad places.
He just wants to be a musky husky.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no. Ooh, someone said.
oh.
Oh.
Error. God damn it.
I don't even know where we're laughing at right now.
You know,
It's getting pretty late.
it is.
You don't say.
all I'll
You're a
say.
TF2 fan? Name every hat.
Wait, what?
No.
Let me raise you this. If I can name one, then it's good.
Okay.
Hattie McHatterson.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Fail.
Why are we naming hats?
I don't know.
Don't ask, please.
Why aren't
God,
you
don't get
I
me
lost
started.
the thread.
I could have said Gassy or Gibbous, but I didn't want to be correct.
Oh.
It is indeed.
Ghastly or Gibbous is correct.
Yeah. It's the one that literally every account has.
Gibbous Pyrovision Newbie.
Okay, time.
Or wait, damn it, I did the thing.
Martinez, 1995.
I did the thing that Rick says. I said literally when I meant like mostly.
Okay, that's still. Yeah, that works these days, though.
Hmm.
Also, I think it was me that was saying that the other day about literally instead of when you mean figuratively.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Not that I really care that much, but
Rick, have we been doing this for a year now?
Not yet. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, yes.
I think I only started in March, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
yeah, it started after lockdown began, so it's not quite been a year yet.
What was the first one? Sexy Brutal?
I
sorry,
joined
what?
in March. That's when I think when we started.
The first game. It was Sexy Brutal, right? Or was it?
First
No.
multiplayer game or the first game that he did in general?
The first Rick stream.
It was definitely something before Sexy Brutale.
He did Ori.
Yeah,
Right.
Ori.
Was Ori the first one? Okay.
It may have been Ori, yeah.
God.
I think
That's what I thought it
Ori.
was.
Yeah,
And then
Tammy
Night
Ori Source.
Ori's-
I kept coming up with all those different names for the creatures.
How
That's
have we
right.
not done the omelet yet?
There's like that's a snugglebung, and that's
Oh, it's
that's a
I need to go back and find out what those all were.
Oh yeah, Rick Red Trader Season Liars. That's right.
Did.
That was good.
Okay, sure.
Wish I could remember everything that I'd come up with to name all those creatures.
Just turn it into a poker rap.
Drink Jojo Cola? Sure.
Okay, I guess I'll have to tell the Jaminos to not harvest. Jaminos do not count toward the harvest maximum, it looks like. Otherwise, I would have hit it already.
So if you take it out of the Junima hut, it doesn't count as the harvest? It sounded like it did.
Okay, so I guess I did. Okay. Just had to take it out of the hut.
I'm running eggs to Gus's.
Oh yeah, shrimp eggs. Okay. Stardew Valley. Fish chart.
41,
Oh yeah,
66,
if you need any magic bait, I have literally over 200 pieces of it in my purple chest.
That I gave him.
Yeah.
That's true. You gave me a bunch of it. I also crafted a bunch
You
of it.
did. I was just saying if you were going to say anything or not.
You're gonna love this, but I had 1,000, and I fished like over 400 times. I only used up 80 bait.
You had 1,000 magic bait? What?
Yeah, I have 1,000.
My God.
That's what I used all my gems for, and I only had I still
Why?
Do you have
because
anything
I
else to
want.
spend it on?
I mean, if he's bought everything else, I guess.
Yes. Only other thing I can get is the Quee seasoning. Honestly.
So is that queasoning?
Queasoning.
I mean, I would call it cheesening.
Queasoning.
The Quee.
Yes, that's me. I'm queasoning right now.
You can put it in your art.
Well,
I'm
I'm
actually
over
seasoning
here.
right now, so.
But I'm still.
Food does not turn into cuisinning.
But this rod, I never realized how much I love the preserving iridium rod now. I only used up 80 bait with it.
Oh, Stoker's already here.
Oh, are you in the mine?
Yeah,
Let's go.
don't kill any slimes. That's the
I just don't know
one
what-
thing that I need to get still. I should be close.
Oh, there's a bunch of slimes on my castle too. If you want to kill them.
I'm not killing those stairs.
Wait, you can kill the farmed slimes?
Yeah, of
They're
course you
still
can. They're
technically
enemies.
enemies.
Shad, fine.
There are babies!
They are malicious things that will try and hurt you if you go in there.
Just still really
Yeah,
curious why Slime Punch is still a building in this.
I still don't get it either.
Now I'm very worried. Stoker is starting to sound like the kind of person who would have a reserve of lions. So he's just like, they're babies!
He's got the whole Hagrid thing going on.
Oh.
If I had lions, I'd cuddle them to death.
Ooh, slime.
I think
Stairs up here. Bud.
would probably end up in death, yes.
It would be a wonderful death.
I'm truly sorry, but I'm afraid you don't get that. You're not going to get that. Sorry. Just gonna have to tell you no on that one. Stoker, which president was it that had the pet raccoon?
Calvin Coolidge.
Coolidge.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you know that
Stairs.
squirrels were the most popular pet in the United States until after the Civil War?
Hole just here.
Yeah.
There were books, a huge volume of books on how to take care of your squirrel.
Nice.
I know that squirrels live pretty long as pets compared to some rodents. A squirrel in captivity can live for like 20 years.
I mean, you can sort of.
Stairs up here.
Hole.
Well,
It just happens every time, doesn't it?
it does.
7 levels.
Well,
Oh, user in the skull
I
mines.
found the stairs before you found your hole.
I'm always tempted to go, but I want to catch all these fish.
I will be right back after these messages.
Okay,
After these
bye.
messages.
It'll be bye.
The nice thing about your slime killing goal is that since I still have the slime ring equipped, and they don't damage me, I can perfectly afford to ignore them.
Yeah, but especially since you're not even close to the same floor as me right now.
But even if I was, I'd just be like, oh hey, a hole.
If you were, I guess it would not matter.
What level are you on?
21 currently.
Now I'm on 23.
Of course you are. At least I'm not as far behind as you were.
True. Also, ow.
Not how I meant it, but okay.
Okay, whatever fish you gotta catch on floor 100 is hard.
That's the lava eel. Stoker wasn't a big fan of it either.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Well, good
It
thing I
was-
got my fishing food on. Come on.
It was a little bastard fish. Is
Oh,
what
I
it was.
literally can't find these stairs.
Okay.
Which ones are you looking for?
I'm on 21 still.
Oh, geez. I'm on 25 now.
It beat me. Wow.
The stairs are going to be real easy to spot on the way to catch up with me.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Slime.
Wow.
Oh, hey, you go up. Stairs up
Back.
there.
See.
Stairs right here.
Killing slime first.
By all means.
Come on, lava eel. I'm here.
There's a slime up there to the north.
There is.
There we go.
Stairs.
Oh, so they are. Dang it. There, that's what I wanted.
Got it.
Come over here, you.
Oh,
Oh,
man, that
no.
was hard.
Stairs. And there's a slime right here. Big old slime. Stairs.
There was a hole on the previous floor, but yes, I've done it. Protector of the Valley. I am the best.
Oh, hey.
Around. No one's ever gonna think you down.
Except for everybody.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Okay.
What level are you on?
I'm level 0.
Oh, you left?
Yes, I completed my goal.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go collect my reward.
Okay, ghost fish. Where are they at? Let's see here. Ghost fish.
I have exactly $880,000.
Oh, they're in the mines too. Okay.
I wish there were an item that you got from getting all of the Monster Slayer achievements.
Yeah, me too. You listening, Concerned Ape? Put that in another patch.
Is Concerned Ape the creator?
Have
No, it's just a deity that I invoke on occasion.
that honestly could be true too.
It's like the trash ape from those Heathcliff comics.
Garbage ape.
Yeah, thank you.
Trash ape, I
You
think,
know,
is his rival.
Okay.
Trash ape, garbage ape.
Same difference.
Those are like when I see, because as a kid, my primary exposure to Heathcliff was just the cartoon, Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats.
Right.
I never read the comic strip. When I finally read the comic, I didn't realize how impenetrably weird it is.
I was aware of the comic, but I just didn't care because it didn't have Cleo in it.
That's fair.
Never really got Heathcliff, except for the time when it used to be.
I mean, there ain't room enough in this town for two
Newspapers never
orange
actually had
striped
Heathcliff
fucking cats.
when I was growing up. But I did have like the collection of the first year, which made considerably more sense than later versions of Heathcliff.
Ghost fish. There we go. Nice. Okay. 2 down, 9 to go.
Were there supposed to be monsters on this level that just never spawned? I haven't encountered anything.
Let's see what's after White Algus.
There's
there's
Pam's birthday.
Oh, a treasure room. What's in here? A red cowboy hat.
Of course.
Why not? All
Well,
right.
I reckon why not?
Come, Bloodsteed, we ride. And then I ditch you so I can get on a bus.
Bloodsteed, you're my faithful companion for all of my life, but modernity and all that.
Oh.
It's okay, as soon as I get off the bus, I summon Bloodsteed back.
Okay.
I'm sure Bloodsteed is glad that you didn't ride them all the way from the desert.
You know what? Probably.
Now, Spirit Stallion and Cimarron is anything they go off by. Horses probably don't like being ridden.
I mean, that was basically a documentary, so...
Basically. You know, when I was young and I saw that movie, I thought it was actually like a historic thing that happened.
It's true. They interviewed the horse.
I was like, oh, these are like cartoon versions of like some real Civil War general or in some real Indian tribe, and all this happened. And
Well, there's precedent for that with Balto. So.
Right. I was just saying. Although Balto was not half a wolf, and he did not have a goose companion voiced by Bob Hoskins.
You can't prove that.
Actually, no, you're right.
in this 7-part dissertation, I will explain all of the historic references and DreamWorks' Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Number 1.
You're like, no, please don't leave. Please. I worked hard on this PowerPoint.
Thank you for coming to my
You know
TED.
how much time I spent picking the correct transitions?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I discovered the most crazy thing the other day. So there was a video I watched about a guy who was showing how all the stuff that you can actually do in PowerPoint when you learn really how deep it is. Literally the most exciting thing I found is that every PowerPoint is just a zip file by another name. You can just unzip every PowerPoint file and you get all the source like images and stuff that are in it.
Huh.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's too
That was-
much power to release to the general.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, PowerPoint's like this weird hack.
I just
Why didn't I not think that was the case beforehand?
Okay. It is time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
This is exactly midnight.
And the comic will be up shortly.
Oh! Well, I guess we're calling it here then.
Yes.
So, once again, thank you all
Progress.
for coming to our TED Talk. And we will see you all the next time we do this.
That's right. Which will probably be tomorrow night.
I mean, it'll probably be tomorrow night, but you never know.
You never know.
We're hitting the home stretch.
We are coming to the end of Stardew Valley. We are close to 100%ing this game.
For now.
Y'all are
Until there's another patch or something.
yeah. until the DLC comes out.
The next DLC,
Yeah.
Stardew Valley 2.1.3.7.6.5.
Sick.
Good night, folks.
Go see Carrie.
Oh, yes.
Good night.
Go read House Pets.
Good house.
Good night.